Hey guys, Wheezy here, back with another review. Today we're going to be looking at a mouse that I did get sent out to me by Fantech. So thank you to Fantech for sending this mouse over to me. I do appreciate it, but them sending this mouse out to me, you guys already know it's not going to change my thoughts, my opinions, and my overall certification on this mouse. So with that all being said, I hope you guys enjoy this review, and let's get into this. First, let's do a quick unboxing, and just to clarify something, little side note, this camera that you guys are seeing right now on the overtop, it's not going to be permanent. I am getting a new camera for this. So this is just temporary for now. Don't think this is going to stay forever. Just clarifying that. So first, let's actually show you guys how the mouse looks, because that's what you guys all came for. So here is the front of the mouse. Here is the side of the mouse. Here is the other side of the mouse. Here is the back of the mouse. And honestly, I really do like this mouse. I'm going to get more into it later, but I really do like this mouse a lot. And it does obviously come with a 4K dongle. Here's the 4K dongle. Just very normal, very basic, nothing too crazy, which is really good. You do get an extra pair of skates. You do get a pair of skates of full skates and dot skates. The default skates are actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. They're not bad. You do also get a pair of grips. I haven't tried them out, obviously, but they do seem pretty decent. You obviously get your braided USB Type-C cable. You do get some stickers, which are really nice. I've been hesitating not to put them on my fridge, but I can do it finally after this review. And you do get this gold plated, I believe, token, which is really nice. Let me take this out so I can show you guys. This is kind of crazy. When I first received this mouse and I saw this in there, I was like, what the heck? I was like, what the heck? Is this a real gold token? Like, what the heck? Look at this. Oh. Matter of fact, let's go back to this camera for a second so you guys can see. Look at that. That's really freaking cool in my opinion. That's everything that it comes in the box, so you guys can see all that. Honestly, just so you guys know for a fact that every single Helios 2 does not come with the 4K dongle. You do have to purchase that separately, or you can purchase it in a bundle, and it'll come in it with the box, just like how mine does there. The 4K dongle is included. As you guys can see, it even says there, 4K dongle. And this is obviously the 4K dongle here. So that is everything that you do get it when you do purchase the mouse. So it does come with a pretty good amount of accessories that you do need for the mouse. It doesn't overdo it or underdo it, which in my opinion is a good thing. This mouse does come in at a reasonable price at like 60 bucks, 70 bucks, and even on AliExpress, Temu and stuff like that, you can even probably even get this mouse a little bit cheaper, which is a good thing, especially if you don't want to pay full price. But honestly, for even me getting this mouse sent out to me, I would have still paid the retail price for this mouse. Like, this mouse is really good. We'll get more into that right now, but yeah, this mouse is really good. So now let's just quickly talk about how I felt about this mouse. Honestly, like, this mouse was really good, guys. Like, I was not expecting how good it was and how well it performed for me personally. Like, I had no issues. Like, 4K was really good, 2K was really good. There was no reconnection. There was like no disconnect, reconnect, disconnect, reconnect. There was no stutters when I was using 4K or anything like that. Honestly, even like with the weight, this mouse does come in at 55 grams. Dude, I didn't even feel that it was like 55 grams. I thought it was like 50 or a little bit under. And that's the thing, like, it performed super well. Honestly, like, performance wise too, like, holy fuck. Like, I performed super well. Like, I'm gonna put some clips on the screen now. And all the clips that you guys will see on the screen are from me streaming. If you guys want to ask me any questions or on any review or anything, you guys can come to my Twitch. It'll be on the screen as well. You guys can come ask me every single day, and I'll answer your questions more fast than answering them on the YouTube comments. So yeah, I was using it on stream for every day for about a week, and honestly, I didn't find an issue. I didn't find the flaw or anything. Even like the battery life felt really good. I don't Out of the whole 2 weeks of me using it, like, I only charged it one time out of the 2 weeks of me using it. So like, that's a good thing. And I was only using 4K, only 4K, and well, not only 4K. I did use 2K for like a day and a half, but for the majority of this mouse of me testing it, I was just using 4K. So that's one thing that's like something I shouldn't have done, because I should have gave you guys like my honest opinion on 1K and stuff. But if it performed super well in 4K, I don't think there's going to be an issue on 2K, 1K, or even 500 if you're that type of person. Um, but yeah, honestly, like performance wise, guys, honestly, this shit performed super fucking well. Like I couldn't find a flaw at all. Like genuinely, like mouse one, mouse two had really good. There was no like post travel or pre travel. If you guys can see here, even on mouse three and mouse four, there's no post travel or pre travel. And even also like the mouse, like with the mouse three and mouse four here on the side buttons, they don't like actually push into the mouse all the way where it's like going to break or something. So that's one good thing. The build quality is really nice too. Like there's no rattle. Like me squeezing it, it takes a lot of force. As you guys can see, this is how you know how much force I'm pushing by my thumb. You can see it getting pink. That's how you know I'm pushing a lot of force on. And there's no issue. There was no rattle, no creaking, nothing. The coating on this mouse is actually really good, but it's not the most grippiest, you know? We like them grippy. I did have to put grip tape on them. As you guys know, like I love putting grips on all my mouses. As you guys can tell, like majority of my mouses of reviews always have some grip tape on them. But I didn't need to put them on there. I chose to put them on there because I knew like eventually my hands are going to start slippering because I do get sweaty hands when I'm playing because I always put myself in very bad situations. But anyways, that's a whole nother thing. You guys can watch me on Twitch and you guys will see the type of shit I put myself in. But yeah, like honestly, the coating's really nice. The build quality on this is really nice. The specs of this mouse is really good. The price of it, especially right now, I think it's still $80, which is kind of like, ugh, you know, like $89. I don't know, but there is a but. Okay, you can get this mouse on AliExpress. You can get this mouse on Temu. You could get this mouse on another Chinese website for under retail. So you can even get this mouse for $60. I even seen it sometimes for $40 on AliExpress. So if you do want to pick up this mouse, you don't have to pay the high of $89 plus tax to make it like $95 or something. So you can just go on AliExpress or Temu and check those things out, and you guys can probably even get it for the low. But even like besides that, like besides the price and stuff, I genuinely believe like it's worth the money for this mouse. Like, and you guys know I don't really like say that, especially for high end products. Like $89 is actually worth the price for this mouse, like genuinely. And I know they just released a new one. I'll put a picture on the screen here, but I still believe it's like it's still worth the price, and it's still really good in my opinion. Like if I hypothetically lost all my mouses today and this is the only mouse that I had left, I really wouldn't be mad about it. Genuinely, I wouldn't be mad because this mouse is actually that reliable so far, and it's like that good, and it performed that well. And honestly, like with some comparisons, I do see this mouse as like a one of the AJ099 mouse. I know a lot of people might not know that mouse, but it's literally like one of one in my opinion. Like, let me show you guys. See, like as you guys can tell, like they're basically one of one. So, in my opinion, and it's also like very similar to the G Pro, but there's a lot of differences with the G Pro compared to this mouse. But to be honest with you, it's still on the same vicinity of them being similar, like super similar. But honestly, like the most close comparison that I could find was the AJ099. So like honestly, I don't see like I don't see the Ajaz being the better product here, even though like I really do support Ajaz over here. Like I don't see this mouse outbeating this mouse because especially this mouse is only 1,000 hertz pulling rate, and it is way cheaper than this one, but at the same time, this is nothing close to this one. Like the Helios outbeats the 099 like every single day, all day, like every day of the week. There's no like competition with these two, but comparisons like in shape wise, they're literally one of one in my opinion. In my opinion, in my book, they're one of one. So that's like the only comparisons that I could really choose with this mouse, honestly, because I did try to look at all my mouses and I really couldn't find that many comparisons. Like I do want to say Maybe the X2 V2 I think is almost the same as it, but at the same time I don't think it is. I think it's very different. And yes, I have Hello Kitty on my shit. Don't be hating. Don't be hating cuz you ain't got no grips like these. These are clean. You see that? That's cinnamon roll right there, baby. Anyways, but yeah, I think it's also similar to the X2 V2, but I can be completely wrong. But out of all the mouses that I do have in my on my desk and like in my setup and all that shit in my collection, I do think the only like close comparison that I have is the HS099, but this mouse just beats it out like it blows it out the water, bro. Because this mouse is really that good, and I know like I'm kind of repeating myself again, and like I just don't really know what to say about the mouse because it's that good. Like I would highly recommend people getting it. Genuinely, like going out there and picking one up and testing it out for yourself and seeing what you like, if you do like it, because honestly, again, I didn't see myself actually liking this mouse potentially before I got it because I thought it was just another clone of like a G Pro or something. I'm just like whatever. I gave it an opportunity. They hit me up. They're like, "Hey, would you like to test the mouse out?" And I was like, "Sure," you know. And now that I have it here and I've been using it for the past 2 weeks, like I see why I could see why I was like whatever, but now I'm like, what the fuck? This mouse is really good. Genuinely, this mouse is really that fucking good. And again, like I know I'm repeating myself. I know I'm repeating myself, y'all. But I would highly suggest getting this mouse. And this could potentially even be an end game mouse for a lot of people because it's that fucking good in my opinion. Like it's that good. I will keep it in my rotation. That's the thing too. Like it hasn't left my desk, and like I have my rotation right here on my desk. I can show you guys my rotation. Like I'm currently using the OP1 8K. I have my Sora V2 here. I have my Atlantis Mini here, and I also have my EC2, my wireless EC2. Like I have that's what's in my lineup right now, my current rotation, and I've been adding this into it, the Helios 2, and like honestly, it's not bad. Like I don't hate that I made it into my rotation. I actually enjoyed it, and I'm actually appreciated that I actually got this mouse because this mouse like this mouse shocked me. It shocked me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It really did shock me. Now that I have it here, I kind of do want to test their new one out that they did release. Yeah, they just released a new one. It's called the Helios 2 Pro S. It's an 8K pulling mouse. It is still 55 grams. But at the same time, I would like to try that out because it could potentially even be better than this one. But at the same time, we're not talking about that one. We're talking about this one. And honestly, again, like I know this is considered an out of date mouse now because they released a new one with updated features and stuff. I still believe it's worth the price. Like for fucking how much is this shit? This does come in at $84 with the 4K dongle, but without the 4K dongle, it does come into $74. So honestly, in my opinion, if your CPU is able to support up to high polling rates up to 4K and 8K, I would suggest going with the 4K version of it. But if your computer cannot handle high polling rate, I would suggest obviously going with the 1K polling rate. And at the same time, they will perform exactly the same in my opinion. But obviously, 4K is considered better. There are small advantages that 4K have, like higher polling rate does, but at the same time, it doesn't take away from this mouse being good, especially if it's only on 1K polling hertz. So again, I know like I repeated myself a couple times. I would suggest picking up this mouse and giving it a shot. I do not have a discount code. I don't have an affiliate link for you guys, but I will have everything linked in my description so you guys can go and get your hands on this if you guys want to. So I hope you guys did like this review. Now this is the end of the review. We do have to give this mouse a certification. So with this mouse, honestly, not just because the company sent me this mouse out, but I really did like this mouse a lot. Honestly, like I genuinely enjoyed it and genuinely is going back to using it. I'm going back to using it. I am going to give it the highest certification we do have here on this channel, and that's going to be fully holified Ichigo. This mouse does deserve the highest certification here we do have on this channel because this mouse did surprise me. Like again, it blew it out of the water for me. I really thought this mouse was gonna be just like another piece of shit clone, and it's not gonna be that good. But now that I do have it here on my desk and I've been using it for the past 2 weeks, like I have nothing negative to say about it. It's just that good in my opinion. Like, it's not gonna beat out a Sora, it's not gonna beat out a fucking Final Mouse and stuff like that. But for it to still be on considered the budgetable side of a mouse, this mouse is really fucking good. And I know there's a lot of more mouses that are cheaper that have the same specs, the same polling rate and stuff. But genuinely, again, like, as a known company as Fantech, I just called them Fantech, and it's like they're doing a good job. They're stepping their game up. They're improving their specs. They're improving their products, which is what we want to see from these companies. And I do have to take my hat off to them for like producing this good of a mouse. Like, it's that fucking good, and I can't wait to test out their newer version of this mouse to see if it keeps it to the same level, or even it fucking increases the level of like it being that good. So again, this mouse does deserve the highest certification here we do have on this channel, and it is fully holified Ichigo. If you guys do want to pick up this mouse, I will have all the links in the description below. If you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below. If you guys did not like this video, make sure to leave a dislike and tell me why you didn't like it in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because it helps a lot more than you guys actually think. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.